Welcome to Lesson 14. Okay, you saw how we applied the NIST Cybersecurity Framework in the previous lesson. Let us try it again using a different set of circumstances. This time, let's pretend you're the System Security Officer for a municipal water department that supplies drinking water for about 9 million residents in a large East Coast city. Your department operates 2 independent treatment plants that together supply over 1 billion gallons of water daily. Both facilities receive their water from separate sources and have their own distribution systems, but are cross-connected to provide complete backup support when one facility requires maintenance or is otherwise shut down. After 9/11, your department started receiving Department of Homeland Security grant funding under the Urban Area Security Initiative. In 2014, Department Management allocated UASI funds to start implementing the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. Over the past several years, your office has succeeded in completing 2 cycles of the framework process, and now assess your current profile at Tier 3, repeatable. This means that your cybersecurity practices are part of the department's formal business process. Your cybersecurity program is continuous and responsive to change, and suppliers are included in your cybersecurity program. So here you are, 3 years into a successful program, conducting your annual business review when management asks, what's your goal for next year? Specifically, they ask if you're going to try and attain a Tier 4 adaptive target profile, the highest level. Because of your familiarity with the framework core, you already have a pretty good idea what additional measures would be required. You also know that these measures would necessitate the hiring of additional personnel, which would put you at least 20% over budget. And for what purpose? By your estimate, the security gains would be marginal. Of course, department management always wants the most security, even if the gains are marginal. Their worst nightmare is something going wrong that in hindsight could have been prevented. Maybe they would approve a 20% budget increase for your office. What do you recommend? Should you push for the next tier level or remain where you are? What is your answer? Pause the video if necessary to consider your response. Did you think about it? If you said push for the next level and go for Tier 4, you were probably motivated by the potential consequences of a successful cyber attack shutting down the water supply. That would be indeed catastrophic. But in this case, I would have to disagree. Remember, all cybersecurity is about risk management. The first rule of cybersecurity risk management is that there is no absolute security. Given the current state of technology, there is always a risk of successful cyber attack, no matter what security measures you put in place. There is no guaranteed protection against a zero-day virus or insider attack. The question then becomes one of cost-benefit analysis. Eventually, you start gaining less protection at higher cost. You run into the law of diminishing returns. Cost-benefit analysis determines at what point the perceived benefits don't justify the associated cost. But this is not necessarily the system security officer's decision to make. Management will make the decision. They're just looking for you for the best advice. My recommendation would be to stay put at Tier 3, and I would explain the reason for my recommendation. If management still chooses to push on to Tier 4, then that's their decision based on the best information currently available. Again, you are operating in the light and not in the dark. I hope you found our little exercise interesting. I hope to see you again next time as we conclude our examination of the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. Thank you.